Yeah, so with this wine in particular, I do like this wine, but it's just called Ciao Bella. So it kind of breaks my heart whenever I see the name.
Oh, why is that?
I just had an ex named Bella. Okay. Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
I like it.
Kind of tight.
But I have a sound check question, so you could put this in or not, right? I originally had a different question for you, but I've switched it up just randomly. I got asked this question. Now, you know how I used to do a cash in hand job, right? It's not so much about me, but this
Yeah,
is
what
also
kind
just
of
a
cash in hand job?
I delivered fruit and veggies.
Do you still do it?
Not as much now, no. I'll be getting back into it soon though. Delivered a lot of eggplants. I don't know. Have you ever like, I don't know if you've ever seen an eggplant.
Yeah, I like eating
Yeah, you like
eggplants.
you look like you like eggplants, like a
Oh, I
bunch of
love
them.
them.
I'm surprised you're not like my main customer, to be honest.
No, I
Like
love
I'd be
them.
seeing you a lot. Anyway, so this is just a general question. My question is, not saying you in particular, but do you look when I tell you that let's just say I work a 9 to 5 job, right? And Monday to Friday, and
Mhm.
I also have a second job. Are you looking at me like, okay, he needs a second job because he's not making enough money? Or are you looking at it in a way like, okay, he wants to make more money?
Um,
Just this is more just curious.
no,
I won't
I
take
think
offense to
he
this either.
needs, huh?
I won't take offense to this either. I'm just
No, no,
curious.
no. I think because I know somewhat what you do for a job and I kind of know how much you would be making. So I would know like roughly, and I kind of know your lifestyle. So where you live and how you move on the weekends and that. And I think it's just more so you need more money. Like you're
Okay,
working
okay.
to get more money, not because you don't make enough, but just because I
Yeah, that
think,
that was the
yeah, because I think a lot of people, even me, like I don't make the most money, and I've told this to Tavita, like I don't make the most money, in my day job. I don't make the most money, and but I make the most of my money. So I live within my means. I am somewhat smart with how I use it, and I put some away, or I like all the unnecessaries I don't do. And now that, like for example, we've got the wedding and whatnot, I try as much as I can not to go out. But if I know that it's beneficial to me or there's something that I can get out of it, you know, having that coffee or having that lunch with someone that I know I can learn from, I'll go and do that. Or taking time to do work on the podcast or work on our podcasts. Uh, yeah, back to the money question. I just think, yeah, you'd be working to get more money so that because a lot of people do that.
yeah,
You can't be, and I would never judge it to anyone because I know a lot of people. If it's not a day second job, it's like another source of income because it's very hard to get ahead or do the things you want to do with just your job in today.
yeah, especially nowadays. I think I was just curious, like on my side, it is to hustle more and to save more. But also I just asked this question because while talking to other people too, I haven't experienced this, but I've heard from other people that they've told other people like they work a 9 to 5 job, right? It's banking, it's whatever. It is what it is with money. But they have a second job with something else. And when they tell that to somebody who, especially if whether they're younger, whether they live at home, so they're not actually really experiencing how much bills are and it's affecting their lives or whatever.
Right, right.
Um, they've told me that like you could feel that switch in a conversation, like, oh, you don't make enough money in your 9 to 5 job, which is
No,
kind of like and don't get me wrong, like I get that, but at the same time,
no,
I don't
because
know.
because if you really, really look into it, these days with how the cost of living is, normal 9 to 5, unless you're like head of something in a corporate job or whatever, would be enough. But other than that, why not? Like people need a hustle for more because they want to be doing more for themselves. I get side hustles that actually you enjoy or can do, or I for example, like the weed ones that I don't get because there's always ways to make money besides doing weed shit.
Mhm. Like selling your
So
feet pics.
yeah, free picks.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that, but like I never really like no one bought it.
Nobody would buy anything from you on
That's good.
OnlyFans.
Well, it was a curious quest. It was a curious question because
Well,
this
what
is
do
the
you think?
curious. Ca
Well, what do you think? Do you think people judge you when you say like, "Oh, I got like a cash in hand job on the weekends"?
I haven't experienced the conversation. I haven't experienced someone judging it where
Mm,
it's been like noticeable to me. The only thing that's ever noticeable, like, I guess, is it's cash in hand. What do you do? And I'm like, and literally, I just deliver fruit and veggies. That's all I'm doing, like door to door and stuff. Like I work for somebody. He gives me he gives me cash for all the deliveries I do and a set amount of hours. It's not a stressful job, to be honest. It's probably I go in like I go in flight mode. Like I don't stress. I don't think about anything more than like the not the job, the corporate job I have, the banking job I have. I don't stress about the job, but I definitely use my brain way more than what I use when I'm driving from door to door. I'm listening to podcasts.
mm-mm.
I'm listening to music. I don't stress about it. I've never had the experience, but I definitely have a lot more people thinking like, "Am I doing the dodgy because I'm saying cash in hand?"
Yeah, no, I think you're just delivering bad eggplant around Sydney,
I'm
like
haven't heard that yet.
off eggplant,
I've heard
3 month old.
I give the
Like
Vietnamese eggplant.
no,
By the way, there is Vietnamese eggplant. Let's just put it out there. This ain't trying to be
the
dirty. There actually is Vietnamese eggplant. Have you ever
yeah,
had Vietnamese eggplant?
no,
Bro, you should come over one time, bro. I'll give you Vietnamese
mm,
eggplant. Like, it's like I'll fry it for you. I'll make a pretty decent size. Like I've heard it's pretty good size too for you. Well, that was a curious question. This is
yeah,
the Curious Canvas, and we are your hosts, Jem and PK. Um, a lot is kind of it's weird. So this is something I've noticed every time we do a podcast.
Mm.
Not every time, but sometimes when we do a podcast. So there was a time when we were talking about Roman Reigns going heel. Like he's not making it as the face of WWE because he's just a baby face, right?
mm,
So, in layman's terms, baby face is good guy, right? He
yeah,
just wasn't making it at that time, right?
yeah,
And then probably a couple of months later, this is by the way during COVID, he comes back full blown heel, the face of WWE and more,
yeah,
right? And our last podcast, we talked about Disney movies, theme parks, right?
mm.
And they've actually expanding now Disney World with more Disney stuff. I just think it's crazy that
You
we
manifested
talked
it.
about it, literally, and like it was only like a couple days later, which is annoying because we talked about it and it all just popped up out of
Yeah,
nowhere, right? And during that Disney Expo, they actually talked about 6 movies that they're releasing:
uh-huh.
Lilo and Stitch, Snow White, Frozen 3, Mufasa, shit, what was it? Moana 2 and Toy Story 5.
Wow.
Are you
Toy
excited
Story
about these?
5 is kind of unnecessary.
Did you watch number 4?
I don't remember it. I think I'm
It's the one.
stuck on 1 and 2. Maybe 3 I've watched.
No, number 3 is so good. That
Mm.
was so if I think about the 3 last movies I've cried at, that was like as an adult, that was the third one. Like
What's
Toy
the other
Story
one?
3.
Barbie?
Uh, no, I didn't cry at that one. I cried at, oh my God, and this is bad because this might be an age thing, and that actually worried me for a quick second.
Mm.
I watched Wally,
Oh yeah.
and I've watched it when I was a kid, but I
Yep.
watched it again as an adult, and I cried because he's like
Hmm.
a lonely robot, and he finally meets the girl of his dreams.
Yep.
Then she leaves, and then she comes back at the end.
Yep.
It's just like a story that I'd love to have.
Yeah. I
Like,
really think that you fantasize and watch Disney movies all the time, and you have in your head that that's how the relationship is going to be, fairy tale. And
to a
if it's
point.
if it goes south in any way and you go, this isn't Disney, this isn't the fantasy that I have envisioned in my head, you're like, yeah, it's not working.
You know what? You're not necessarily gigantically wrong. All right, so you remember
Yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan from, yeah, like a Heinzie,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan. Yeah. All right. So me and him chatted like a few weeks ago, right?
Mm.
And he literally said to me like, because he's married, doing great with his missus now, they're in Melbourne.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's like, bro, like relationships aren't like Disney movies, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and by the way, like we don't talk on a regular or anything, but he
Yeah.
knows
Yeah.
I love Disney. And he
Yeah.
just keeps saying like, bro, what's with you like going from girl to girl? I feel like you just watch a lot of Disney movies
Mm.
because you want those butterflies.
Mm.
Butterflies don't
Mm.
exist when it comes to relationships. Now, I
Well, look,
don't
look,
believe,
they do, but yeah, continue.
yeah. When he said that, like, so I feel like butterflies do exist, and maybe it is
They
Disney.
do.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It more than likely is that
Yeah.
Disney mindset to me.
Yeah.
Do I feel like will I get butterflies with certain people? With certain people, I have,
Yeah.
right? Um, do I want everything to be perfect? No, I know there's arguments. And
Mm.
to be
Mm.
honest, I would never want a perfect relationship. The
Mm.
reason why is when you watch a soap opera, right? Like a
Mm.
drama TV series, right?
Mm.
I'd want that the same thing as my relationship. I wouldn't want everything to be perfect because
Yeah.
it wouldn't be as interesting. You
Mm.
need like drama to certain points to like test the relationship to see how strong you care about this person.
Uh.
And then when it is the good times, it is the good times.
Yeah. Right.
You were saying with butterflies.
Oh, you do get the butterflies. There are butterflies. That's how I felt when I met Chelsea.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, the thing with love, if you're going into a relationship about love, it's more so, yes, there'll be times that you go that are rough patches, but love's all about what you give into a relationship, not more so what you're thinking of, what you should be getting out of this person, what they should be providing me. That's what real unconditional love is. It's what I can do in the relationship. When things go bad, you're not thinking about, this person's always doing this, doing that. It's more so like reflecting and thinking, well, what is it that I can do to be better?
Mm.
And
I'm gonna ask a question without you first. You first.
yeah, and the butterflies, it's there a lot of the time, you know, uh, early mornings, walks, uh, preparing for a wedding. There's heaps of things. Um, but it is natural that you will have disagreements, and it's about, especially during COVID time or a time when you're always just there together, but you come out so much stronger because you're not thinking, man, shit ain't working, blah, blah, blah. It's because she's always doing this to me, or they're always doing that to me. Because that's your ego again. What about you? Like, what is it that you do? Like, do you think you do everything perfect for a person? And if you don't, because the argument, the problem isn't her. There's something there that the problem is, and
I think if
it's something to work on between the both of you, and that's what love is.
I think with me, I definitely don't think I'm perfect, but I think my biggest um red flag, if I guess if you want to call it, is I don't I accept a lot of things, right? Like with when it comes to stuff that in a person's life, drama, baggage, anything like that, right? I'm very accepting with that stuff, like on a drop of a hat. But when it comes to, I guess, something that, oh, could I picture myself with this person for the rest of my life doing these same things or not evolving in a way where they're aligning with certain stuff that I like? And I know it's, and by the way, I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm just saying it just because we're having this conversation. It's probably the reason why I'm not in a long-term relationship or I do think about running away when I do get closer to those serious moments.
Mm.
I mean, there's a more the relationships you've seen. I've definitely done that where I'm like, probably could have looked at it in a different way where I'm like, I should accept this, but I just didn't. That's that can be a good thing and a bad thing if I meet that right person the next time around. But to this moment though, like yeah, I thought I did the right thing there. Not saying I want to be back with that person, like I don't, but I definitely know the reason why it ended.
Mm-mm. Yeah. And seeing seeing it through till the end, that's a big thing. Like being able to say, I could not tolerate, but I can work things out with this person. That's a big thing, like that's real love. But it's really there's a lot of give and take, but more give in relationship. I think so anyway.
Well, since we're talking about relationship stuff, we're gonna go back to the Disney Expo, but like since we're talking about relationship stuff though, right? Um, in a relationship, is it okay to say happy birthday to an ex?
Can I ask you that question? What do you think? Is it okay for you if you were in a relationship, PK? Would it be okay for you to say happy
I did.
birthday to an ex?
I think it's okay. I have done it in the past. Did any of those exes get annoyed at that? No, they didn't. But if the shoe was on the other foot and they said happy birthday to the ex, I wouldn't be annoyed. I'd wonder why. What's the relationship of that? If it's just because like for example, that ex that I always say happy birthday to and they say happy birthday to me, that person is far beyond like that was my first love. That was my first relationship, like serious relationship. She's far past me. Like she's married now, enjoying her business and all the above there. Um, we're very separate and far apart. So when I say it like that, it's a different tone. Now, if I told you it was the ex that I just broke up with and I'm dating someone new now and I wished her happy birthday, I don't think that would fly with the girl I'm with. And I could understand that. But I think this should be different. Uh, I think it's okay if there's levels to it
I don't
because
think your girl would let the first one fly too.
I mean, I think it depends on the person. Like, as in, what is the reason why I'm doing it? I don't know.
Yeah,
We
what
were
is
like,
the reason?
I mean, we're friends.
Mm.
That's the reason why I'm shooting that message. Am I thinking, is it anything special compared to anyone else that wishes her happy birthday? No. Um, but I do remember it. It's like a birthday that I do remember. To be
Would
honest,
you
out of
would you
everyone's birthday,
apologize? Would you apologize if your girl got mad?
no. I didn't because in my eyes, I can understand why you're annoyed, but I didn't do anything wrong. What's your view on that with
But
me
if
with this?
she, no, 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 my view is if your girl, out of respect for your girl, she didn't want you to be doing that, and you just went ahead and still did it, and then um, you know, maybe this is why there's conflict at times. Because if your girl's saying, I don't want you to be doing one thing, right, out of respect for her, and you go ahead and still do it, and then you say, well, I don't think I did anything wrong. But she, out of her, like she didn't want you to be doing that kind of shit. Or do you
I
respect
think
your
I would.
girl?
I think I would like. The thing is, the respect part is me telling her and being upfront.
Yeah, but if she, and then when she tells you, like, yeah, can you not do that next time? Bang. Oh, break up. That's what you,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what you got in your
No,
head.
Yeah, no, wow, it's crazy because you just read my mind. Would I break up with her? I wouldn't break up with her, but I could see if like it
Oh
was
yeah,
a
red flag, red flag.
if she was like if she was like no, no, because it's like no, because it's still me with this. It is my job to it's my job to big up my girl, right? To make her feel comfortable with this situation. I'm not meeting up with my ex or
Respect her.
anything like that.
Yeah, but if she
But
says, I feel uncomfortable with you speaking to your ex that you were in love with 15 years ago, and
that's a very specific number, but okay.
huh? 10
That's the
years ago,
number.
5 years ago, whatever it
Number, yeah.
is, you were in love with them. Um, yeah, and like, can you not do that? And she's a 10 out of 10. She does everything right. She's not toxic like you. And
I
she does tell you that we go ahead and do it next year.
I would say more than likely I would.
Uh,
And you know what's crazy? That ex, by the way, would be like, why the fuck are you messaging me when your ex, when the person you're with,
yeah,
it bothers them?
yeah.
Um,
Well, you know what? Here we go. This is a free therapy session for you.
a little bit. This is why
Right.
guys do podcasts.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully this gets clipped, this little part, and let's see how it goes. What do you guys think? Do you think it's okay to message an ex, even if your partner has advised you, not told you, but has told you that she's not comfortable with you doing that? And your partner's like everything, she does everything right. Just one little thing. She just doesn't feel comfortable you doing that anymore because she feels like it's a sign of disrespect. Because why do you need to do it? For her, like in her mind, why do you need to do it?
So I'm assuming that's a no for you. If your missus, right, got annoyed.
even even if she even if Chelsea didn't say anything like that, I'm not messaging them anyway.
No, no,
Because
I
why?
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because why? And I don't have any contact with them anyway. Because they gone. They in the past. They're not a
Okay.
friend. They gone.
Wait. On that note, I'm gonna piggyback from that now. All right. So,
Wait, pause. One thing.
yep.
Can you check your audio and just click on that little button and make sure that your thing is on the select the microphone and it's connected to the road?
Select the microphone. Yeah, it's connected to the road.
Yeah,
It's
beautiful.
take
Okay,
next to the road.
perfect. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. I'm gonna piggyback from that now. Last time we talked about this, as in, would you delete girls and stuff like that off your Insta, right? Now, I know you have close girlfriends, right? No, as in I know you must have at
A
least
few now.
one.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah, yeah, close girlfriends,
Like,
right? I don't know the level of the friendship, but you have close girlfriends, right?
we're all married in that. Yep.
Okay, all right. Let's use that. If that person who just got married, right?
Mm,
If they deleted you from socials and you guys were friends, would
mm.
that bother you?
I'll be like, what's wrong with you?
But why? Because
Tell me why.
last time we talked
Yeah,
on your side,
yeah.
it's like I wouldn't have a problem doing that, right?
We're
With
friends.
if
We're not exes. We didn't make love one
not
point.
exes. Oh yeah,
Huh?
yeah, we did say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was it. That
Well,
was
well,
it. My
well,
bad.
well.
My bad.
We
My bad.
we 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 never made love. We never had that feeling for each other. We we're not trying to rekindle any flames.
He feels uncomfortable with you.
Bro, a lot of people feel uncomfortable with me, bro.
No one feels uncomfortable with you, bro. What
Bro,
the
there's a lot
fuck?
of people, you know, you yourself know, you know this, that you bring up my name, like we're in a room, you bring up my name, they're like, oh, is he coming? Or oh, why is he there? You know it yourself too.
Bro,
Don't
because
say I don't make people uncomfortable.
I'm the one saying that. I'm like, why is this guy
That's good. That's good. I like that.
no, 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 no. So okay, yeah. So let's all right. Obviously, close friends. Um, one of your close friends, she deletes you because her man feels uncomfortable with you, right?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it could be
That little
stupid,
bitch.
could be
Yeah,
legitimate, it
sorry.
could doesn't matter.
Yep.
Would that bother you? Like, could you understand to a point?
Uh,
Like, and I'm also gonna flip this question on your relationship too. If Chelsea felt uncomfortable with you with a close friend, nothing sexual, nothing of the above, would you date that person as a friend?
yeah, you'd
As a
have
girl?
to like, but then you'd have to also go. I understand. Hit him with a message like you're a weirdo for doing that, but I wish you well. But you're a weirdo if it's like that.
Yeah, okay, I agree with
Fair
that.
enough, because you've you've built a relationship over time, and my friendships aren't just like, oh yeah, I met him at the uni, and then we're friends, and blah blah blah. It's more like like when I share my time, I share my time. We make memories, and then we have mad laughs, we everything that most people do. But I'm saying it's not just a hi bye kind of friendship. So it would be weird. I don't think anyone would do that to me. Well, um, but I would understand. But like,
Uh,
I don't like to delete and everything. That's weird. But slowly drift. That's normal, I guess. That we used
no,
to
I mean
be
just
really close.
no, I mean just straight like delete you. And even
Mm.
though you guys are just friends, and I
Nah, that's
think
weird.
yeah, you
Don't
know
you
what I
think
think is
you don't find that weird?
you know what I find weirder? Like definitely if any of my close girlfriends did that to me. Actually, no, I've had one close girlfriend. There was a girl who I was close with. She's Philo, so that's not surprising. But anyway, um, this I had a friend, we're close and everything, and she got a man. I knew that guy kind of felt uncomfortable with me. Not sure why. I'm a very friendly person. And what happened was,
Creep.
um, I got blocked. And I won, and like it was weird because we were just talking a couple of weeks ago, and
Uh-huh.
then I got blocked. Yo, I'm gonna pause right here. I'm gonna just put the light on because my light just died out.
Is that like a battery light? Is that like a battery light? Also, this is gonna cut off in 7 minutes. When it does, we just go back in the same one, yeah?
Yes, sweet. Does that light kind of slicing my screen?
Yeah, it is, but it's only because I see you, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't
Just
matter. Okay.
as long as the camera one looks good, we're good.
Yeah, no, camera's good. Camera's good. Um, was saying, what was I talking about?
Uh, I don't know. You're just talking shit again.
Um,
So
oh, no, 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 yeah,
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 I got blocked, yeah, and
yeah,
like
no, I got blocked. I
that's
got
very
blocked.
normal. But you were
But no,
shocked.
but
But I'm
it's
not
not. It's
surprised. Why wouldn't?
well, I wouldn't what? I'm a
A lot
very
of girls
positive
block you.
person to be around and pleasant.
A lot of girls block you.
Okay, back to the Disney Expo though, right?
Yeah.
So out of the six movies, which one are you surprised with? So again, Lilo and Stitch, Snow White, Toy Story 5,
Toy
Frozen
Story
3,
5.
and
Yeah.
more and Mufasa.
Need the money making Toy Story 5. Mufasa is let's go.
It's
I'm very
interesting,
intrigued to
right?
see that. Yeah. Ooh, there's a book I used to read. I think there's a book that I've read that has not provided, but has talked about Mufasa's past. So there's story behind it all, which is good. Like you get the prequel. I'm very excited to see
Yeah,
that. And is it live action or is it animated?
live action.
Oh,
But I
perfect. I
think,
think that's
but I
going to
can't.
come out better because the live action Lion King was terrible because it was like play by play, side
It
by
was
side.
what they did. That's what they did wrong with it. That's why Aladdin succeeded where Lion King
Yeah,
failed.
because it
It
was
was shot for shot, scene for scene, and
yeah.
there's some emotions that you just couldn't get across. I think
Plus,
this time
lions are
around,
lions. Like animation, they're both animation already. While Aladdin, you got humans going.
yeah, yeah, and they
Yeah.
had like and they had like great chemistry in Aladdin.
Mm.
Um, especially like what's her name again? Naomi. I forgot her
Yeah.
name. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Is it gonna cut off?
No, five
No, no.
minutes.
Yeah. Moana 2. I'm yes and no excited because you know what's kind of made it more lower for me.
Well,
It's because they're releasing a live action Moana with The
mm,
Rock in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I just think it's too soon. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited for it. I'm still gonna watch it and support it. But then what's the point? What's the point of making
Is it
Moana
like
2
10
then?
years? Not even, eh? Maybe.
Under. I think it's
Yeah.
like 7 or 6 years.
I wonder if they'll change it around or do just play by play as well. No, they'll
That's what I mean.
change it,
Like,
eh? They'll change it.
I think they should change it. They
They
have
will
to change
change
it
it.
because if they make it scene for scene, it's just gonna it's too fresh in everyone's mind.
Mm,
Like kids are still gonna be like, this is still kind of just like the original,
yeah.
you know? I'm more curious how like The Rock's gonna look. If he's gonna look all like, like
He'll just look like him.
bulk.
The Rock.
Yeah, but yeah, but is he gonna look like a bulky Islander
Nah,
or is he gonna
he'll
look like just
just
like him?
he'll just look like him, I reckon.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, Moana, yeah, that's probably the one where I'm curious how it'll be. The most excited one I'm excited for is Mufasa and Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch, just because
I
I've
think you could play
always
Stitch.
no, I'd play like that guy. You know the guy. You know what? There's gonna be an insult to me. You know the guy that's trying to go for Lilo's sister, but he always gets rejected.
Yeah.
Even
You
though,
could
even though
actually be
like
that guy.
eventually, I think he gets with her.
Yeah.
They'll
And
be
then
in Lilo and Stitch too. Watch me,
he's
catch me there.
huh? He's the friend zone guy.
Yeah, it is. It's so
Yeah, that's
sad.
you.
It's
That's
really
the can
sad.
I get a hug? That's you.
Or like, or like when you're going for a kiss and then like they do that, hey, nice seeing you. I don't know if you've ever had that. You ever have that? No.
No.
Well, that's very sad. Okay. It's makes you stronger to be honest when you get rejected.
You're funny.
I think the pullback with kissing is like, I don't know, probably the most humbling experience. You know how there's a humbling experience that you have. I don't know if you've ever sparred someone. I don't know if you've like you sparred someone hard and they've just humbled you. I don't know if that's ever happened to you,
Yeah, of
or
course it's
you got
happened
to,
to me
or if you
many times.
or if you've had like a serious fight and like you got beat, whatever.
Hmm.
I feel like nothing compares to that. Like you go for a kiss and sorry, we're just friends. Nothing compares to that.
Yeah, I can't really think of it happening too many times because, um, oh no, I can actually with Chels.
What do you mean?
Huh? Like she's always been played, she's always been hard to get.
Okay,
I kind of
okay.
liked it because I kept going.
Yeah. Look at you now.
Look at us now.
I think 6 months now, and you get married. Wait, no, 6 months. Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
around
that.
that.
Yeah. Um, what other questions do we have? Oh, a whole lot of WWE coming on Netflix very soon.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah,
Uh,
Mr. McMahon. Let's yeah, I'm excited to discuss that when it comes out. I am
yeah,
excited to see that. I just saw the trailer and yeah, it's gonna be. I saw interviews from The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker. Yeah, it will be good. And I think we will get one of the boys that is wrestling in the regional scene here in Australia, Randall.
mm,
Um, he's keen to jump in so we can talk wrestling with him and about Mr. McMahon.
that'd be
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
But for me, the biggest game changer, and I'm gonna compare it to when the Attitude Era was about. Um, WWE Raw will be coming on to Netflix. I think it's gigantic for the WWE, for the wrestling community, because nowadays, if you ask me where to watch it, like I could probably watch it on like Foxtel, but Netflix is my daily. I always go on it, even if I'm just going to watch like a random movie or something. But if I saw it on if I saw WWE there, I probably would tune into it, especially if it's live. So then you don't really know which part are you in. Even if you don't watch
Mm,
it for that long, I guarantee you're gonna like, oh, I wonder what's on if it's live.
mm.
How do you feel like?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is massive.
gigantic, and especially with
Casuals,
hmm?
casuals.
Yeah, especially with casuals, it's just gonna make it more
Mm.
bigger. Apparently,
Yeah.
numbers wise, WWE is more bigger than any other era right now.
Mm.
like business
Probably
wise.
because of the way the distribution is.
Yeah, that shit, they've came to Australia, went to Germany, they've went to
Mm.
England.
We got more money for sure.
They've
Yeah.
never done that before. They've never ever done
Mm.
that before. And I think it's
Yeah.
expanding it so much more. Do I th
Yeah.
like
They've just grown for sure. It's come to, a point within the business that they've really grown. They never used to pay, they would give you a salary, but you'd have to pay for your hotels and flights and everything to travel. They've got money now. And now that they got bought by the Endeavor Group and kind of merged with the same conglomerate as the UFC, they've got money. They are now a publicly traded company, so people can buy stock into the company, and now they got even more money. So yeah,
I didn't watch the UFC in the Sphere that much. I only saw a bit of highlights, but I can
look
definitely
crazy, but I think it would be good in
W for WWE.
if you were there.
I, I
Yeah, if you were there. Oh yeah, WWE. Yeah, that would be crazy.
I
Yeah,
could see just WWE using that to its fullest extent. I feel like they did use a lot in UFC. I feel like it translated all right on TV. Agree or disagree?
it was all right. Yeah, it was all right, but yeah, it's one of those you had to be there kind of things.
Yeah, yeah. Well, sadly, that's a lot of money. How much was the front row? Like
Yeah.
10K or something?
Well, surely it was more than that.
Yeah,
Surely 10K. That doesn't sound like a lot.
for some people.
Yeah, but think of it, 10K. Just I'm sure it's more because 10K is like sitting front row at a Lakers game is 20K or something, even more.
Oh, okay. Even just like a
Mm.
random game, it's still 20K? Did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Um, yeah, I just think it's still pretty big.
Mm.
Um, Probably one last random question I'll ask, and then we'll go to you if you have anything. Do you feel like and like I don't even know if you get this a lot. I've just had this question a lot of times because either people think I'm philo or just because they know I do a podcast with you or they know I've like grown up with philos, right? Hence the accent, by the way, but not everyone has this accent. But anyway, so do you
Why do you have this accent?
I think I watched a lot of TV when growing up. I definitely think the people
I did too.
maybe I watched a little bit too much. But I did grow up with a lot of philo. Yeah, I know we're gonna say, yeah, me too.
I did.
Well, maybe
I actually grew up in the area.
I felt like that, but I feel like the people I grew up with in Mountie, they had like an American accent, the Philos. And you know the specific
You
ones
didn't,
I'm talking about. Like,
you didn't grow up in Mountie, but yeah, continue.
anyways, it's neither here or there. All right. So what's my question? Fuck you, if you fucking ruined this question, Ken. All right.
See, that's the real PK. I'm not editing that out. That's the real him.
Do you think okay, so the question I got asked, Philos, Asian or Islanders? I said they're Asian, right? Eh,
They are
Yeah, yeah,
Asian.
they are Asian. The person did ask me that person was white. But do you feel like there are similarities, or why do you guys get confused with Philos and Islanders? This would probably be a good episode with you and
Um,
Tavita here, but it's all good.
we've already discussed this on the podcast.
We did?
Yeah, it's got like 30,000 views on TikTok. Why are Islanders and Filipinos relationship? Why are we so similar? There's a lot. There's the island life. We're darker. A lot of us are darker skinned Asian, and our life, like the lifestyle, the island life. A lot of Filipino Americans, Philams, they really want to be more meshed with being Pacific Islander than being Asian. They love a tattoo that looks like it's a Pacific Islander tattoo, and
Well, you guys do have tribal tattoos in your culture too.
we do,
The
but
same as Viets too.
yeah, we do, but
Because
um,
like when I look at Philos, there's just three key factors that make Philos Philos. Do you know what they are?
we say Filipino.
Yeah,
Just say it.
Filipino.
Yeah, yeah, not filler.
I
Come
say
on.
Philos.
It's just I don't know. It's a little what do you call it? Like a little ick of mine.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I've been telling Chelsea that as well.
What does she
It
say?
is.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
She says Philo, but then I tell her like, let's just say Filipino and Filipino.
So
I don't know. There's a little ick
but
of
you know
mine.
what's crazy about that? And I'm like, I'll respect that. You know the reason why. So, I used to say fobs for Islanders, right? For
Yep.
a big chunk of my life, till one Islander told me it's a bit icky when you say that, right? They said it in a different
Yeah.
type of way.
Yeah.
Um, and then I never and I never really I never got that because I thought that was just like related to Islanders. Even like some Islanders, I'm like,
No. You know what fob is, right?
fresh off the boat.
Fresh off
Yeah,
the
yeah,
boat.
yeah.
Yeah. So it could be any freshie.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
But in Australia, it was very linked to Pacific
yeah,
Islanders because islands,
isn't that weird? If you're in America, when you say fob,
a fob.
it's like it's Asian. It's nothing else. It's
Yeah,
Asian.
fresh Asian and
Yeah,
all.
but when
Yeah,
you say it in Australia,
yeah, it's
it's Islanders.
Islander.
It's like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
someone said to
But I think it's kind of meshed. I mean, I think it's kind of gone away from that now. Like you would just call them Islanders
what
now, or
what about
yes.
flips? Do you say that? You don't. I know you've never
Oh,
said flip.
never. No, I think that's a maybe an American
It is,
thing. I
yeah,
don't
it's an
know.
American thing. It's weird though.
Yeah, it is weird.
Maybe because you guys flip. I'm just on unlike people. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways,
So I said there's three
yeah,
key factors that make a Filo, and it's very important factors.
Filipino.
Filipinos, my apologies. There are three key factors that make a Filipino a Filipino. I'm gonna ask you, what do you think they are? And like, it's a very serious question when I ask you this too. What do you,
Like, well, what do you mean three key
just
factors?
three
What do you
very
think?
strong characteristics of to me?
They're Asian, one.
Hmm.
They're of Asian descent. They love food.
Hmm.
Um, they're very happy people. Is that what you mean?
Um,
That's what I
I
think
like
that ties with most Filipino
I
people.
like that you said that, but no, for me, it's
Family
you play
oriented as well.
basketball, you play an instrument, and you do hip hop dancing, and that's the curious canvas. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, no, I thought it was hilarious, but yeah. Look, I get.
What's your thoughts on Diddy?
Hmm?
What's your thoughts on Diddy?
Oh,
What's happening?
oh yeah, I forgot that. I mean, it's like this is we got way too jokey to this now. Okay, I think it's it's sad because it's like it's just funny how when you have a perception of somebody and then you see this evil side to them. I never thought Diddy would beat up somebody, like as in who's a girl. I never thought that.
You don't think so? I reckon he killed Tupac or had a hand in it.
So that
He's a violent dude.
so that part's different though. Someone.
Why is it
I
different?
think it's different. I can separate.
Killing someone to bashing a girl?
I think it's different. I personally think it's different.
Wait, what do you mean? Like in
If
violence wise? Of course it's different, but
no, but
he's an evil person.
so when I say in violence wise, and I get it
Different.
because you're a very you I know your love for Tupac, right? I know your love for it, so that's why it's a bit shaky with this. But the
What
reason why I'm
about Biggie?
separating it,
Killed his friend?
bro, he said all of this bullshit to about his best friend. He said all of this. Tupac said all this stuff about Diddy's best friend. He dissed Diddy himself. He's literally him and Suge Knight went on stage and dissed the crap out of Diddy.
Mm,
And Diddy does have like gang ties, right? So
mm.
I get why in that lifestyle he did have a hand, right? Do I think that? But I think it's a difference between that was very full on, that was very public as well, compared to the Cassie thing. I think the Cassie thing's worse because you're hitting a woman.
It's worse. He killed someone.
I don't know. He didn't
If he
directly.
had his hand in killing someone, even if he didn't pull the trigger, but he somehow had the gang ties that you said, and you said, "Yeah, bro, get him out of this world." That's different to bashing a girl. I
I think
mean,
it's different.
it's just as bad, or even
I,
worse. He's killed someone. The person's gone from this world.
I think with the getting beat, I think when a girl's getting beat up, that's hell. As in, like you are like who? Like, how long were they in a relationship
Bro, the
for?
guy got shot and he's gone from the world. He's not here
I
anymore.
mean, that's like
And so is his friend Biggie.
Yeah, but that with the Tupac part, it's not like, directly confirmed. I know what's the name?
Yeah, but if it was, let's say he was,
Okay, so my opinion, do I think it's this?
say he was, say he told that Orlando and the other guy,
Hmm.
the guy that got in trouble this year, and he had ties because he has said stuff that Diddy owes me a lot.
I can't help but still think that the girl beating up the girl for like years is hell, and that girl was
Oh, that is
stuck
hell.
there. I I get what you mean.
But he's an evil person. He's just as
Oh, he's an evil person, but I mean, like the Tupac thing, that's still rumored. That's never really been even him going to jail. That has nothing to do with him going to
him.
jail.
But with Cassie doing that to Cassie, and then doing all the other stuff he's done to other women, and he's probably had it. His ex-wife is just she just passed away.
Mm.
People think that he has his hand in that too because he's a powerful person.
He's a very powerful
He's got
person.
people that he had people that can you know hide his sins. But I think when he had all those litigations, or he tried to sue people with his Ciroc, with that Ciroc stuff,
Yeah.
those people are really powerful as well. So I think they've had a hand in everything that's going on now because that would have been hush hush. I know there's a lot of high people as well that don't want this to come out because it can't just be him.
Nah, it's like I feel like when you're very higher up, there's so many people linked to that. You know,
Yeah,
it's because it's a domino effect. Like
yeah.
like as in the highest point, right? I mean, like not a domino effect. It's a snowball effect. At the highest peak, it starts there, but it has to be linked to other people too.
Mm.
Um, like uh,
Yeah, he's getting done for Rico sex
I'm
trafficking,
kind of but like
human
I am
human
I
trafficking.
am kind of surprised with him though, as in now, only because bro, he owns multiple companies. I'm not sure if he's a billionaire, but he's fucking very close to
I
it.
think he is.
Yeah,
No, I think he is.
he's very
Oh,
close.
he's gone.
It's just crazy on like even just hearing that he has an AK-47 at his place right next to like $1,000 worth of baby oil, but that's just neither here or there.
Not $1,000, 1,000 like 1,000 pieces of lube and baby oil. They said
Oh fuck, I didn't, okay, shit.
not $1,000 worth, like 1,000
Well, I
lubes.
was talking about myself, but yeah, okay, I get that part. But with the AK-47, I never expected that from Diddy.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I don't
He,
I think like when he was in the midst of everything, let's just say bro, let's just say when if this didn't get like brought up with him beating up Cassie and all that, you know, and the other litigations against him, would you really think he's like that like now? Or was it just because of the
yeah.
Tupac thing?
No, you know that he has ties with gang related and all that
Mm.
street to get to where he is as well. And he'll always have that. You'll always have that. It's like someone getting really successful. They came from the streets here and the thing, and they went legit. They still have that.
Mm.
You know, there's people in Sydney that we know that still have that, and they went legit, and
Still kind of connected in some type
but
of
they
way.
still have people. They have the huh?
They're still kind of connected still.
Oh, they're very connected in many ways. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, still connected to Diddy. Are you not going to listen to Diddy songs still?
It's not that it's like R. Kelly now. One of my favorite songs is actually,
I believe I
wait,
can
I'll cut
fly.
this, blah blah. No, not R. Kelly, but Diddy. This is one of my favorite songs right here. Well, you guess before I put it on.
Diddy song.
Yeah.
The Biggie tribute song. With
Mm,
Faith Evans. Missing You.
no, this is my favorite. Nah, that hurts. I don't like that song. I mean, like that song's sad. This song.
I can't hear
You
it.
hear it? You can't hear it?
I'm only seeing you bump your head to it.
Wait, you can't hear
I
it?
can't hear it.
I think we've tried this
Yeah,
before,
yeah,
eh?
yeah. It's that's hilarious.
What about from here?
Do it
Can
further.
you hear
Do it
this?
further. Fuck. No,
No?
no, I can't hear it. What's the song? Am I
Yeah.
right?
Oh wait, here. What about this? What if I play through my anyways,
I'm gonna clip it.
don't worry
I'll
about it.
clip it into it. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's I Need a Girl part two.
Oh yeah, that's a good song. That
Yeah.
is a good
And
song.
then when I hear make me believe again, if you're happy then be with him. Go ahead, mommy. And it's just like,
Is it
damn.
weird to listen to it now?
Yeah.
It's,
Because he full bashed Cassie like that.
yeah, I don't know. But that's like even like with R. Kelly. Like I stopped listening to him. It was weird to have his songs on. But on like literally this week, I was able to listen to a R. Kelly song in full. That Thoya Thoya
Mm.
song. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. Once a bad taste kind of happens with a artist, I think briefly you can't listen to their music, but I think later on in the future you can.
Mm-mm.
I kind of
Like if I believe I can fly, if I believe I can fly played, I'd be like, damn,
still.
yeah. Or even the above to ignition
What about
next.
Chris Brown?
What about Chris Brown?
You I know you would go. I know for a fact you would go to his concert. So what's the difference with
No, because this is bad. The difference, he should never have done that, right?
yeah, yeah,
Never,
it's a mistake that he's done.
never. It's a massive mistake, and I would never condone it. We always talk about this. Your family, your
Hmm.
18. How old was he? Still doesn't excuse
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
Still saying, I'm making sure that everyone knows my views on it. Still doesn't excuse him. Um, there's been reports that Rihanna, so it was very toxic between both of them, and that she was hitting him first. But because he got her with good shot, you know,
It wasn't.
so it's like,
Like he beat the crap out of her in a Lambo.
yeah, right,
Yeah,
right. But there's reports that it was toxic and she hit him first and everything. Yes, he should never have done any of that.
yeah.
I'm not excusing it. I think a lot of people have also. It's not that we've forgiven the guy. It's he was young, stupid, didn't know the world, had everything. Yeah, he just shouldn't have done it. I still believe he shouldn't have done it. The difference, Diddy's a 45-year-old man doing that. Has experienced 20, 30 years of adulthood and being a man.
Mhm.
18, you're still kind of a kid. You're very immature still.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Brown.
The age thing. Yes and no. I get that, but okay. So my question is, you're saying you forgive Chris Brown for it because he was young.
Huh? Yeah, compared to Diddy being in his 40s and that.
Okay. I mean, look, I'm not saying I forgive anyone with anything. Like even like with R. Kelly being a pedo. But I'm just trying to say that like I just think, and I've only just discovered this week. Or even with the R. Kelly, or even with the Chris Brown thing, I forgave him ages ago. I wouldn't say I forgave him. I'm just separating the two. I still bump
Yeah.
Chris Brown. I still dance battle to Chris Brown songs. You know, like "Give Me That" is one of
Yeah.
my favorite songs because it's a classic. But
Yeah.
when it comes to and that's the same with R. Kelly as well. R. Kelly did something fucking way worse. He's a pedo. But in saying that though, I could still listen to his songs though. I just think you need time. I feel like P. Diddy would
Mm.
be the same thing. Is he a piece of shit for what he did? 1000%. That's why he's getting locked up. But
Yeah.
um with his music though, look, he has a lot of classics under his belt. Biggie by himself, fucking Bad Boys with Nelly. I think there will be a time where people, including yourself, will be able to listen. I think if you were at a club or and like the DJ randomly put that song like a song on, I feel like you'd still bop your
Mm.
head.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Also,
My
I
yeah,
want a girl part two is really good too with Usher.
yeah. Mm, yeah.
Well, that's the Curious
A lot
Canvas.
of yapping.
This was a good episode. This was a good episode though. But we'll catch up soon.
Yeah.
Um, I just want to make sure everyone knows here that behind him there's a painting. He did not paint that. He's Mrs. Painted
Make
it.
sure to make sure to subscribe, give us a like, and we'll see you next time.
A few inches later.
Oh shit.